Hello, my name is Samar. I also go by Sam or First Time Panner. Any of those who want to call me, you can. This will be actually my finale for my perfume project pan. This is like the 11th update, but I'm just going to end it here and I'll tell you why. There goes a little bit of dust. So, as I'm sure you know, I've been just struggling to keep my head above water with these project pan updates. I've constantly been late just because I'm so busy all the time. I'm so tired all the time. I'm always traveling. There's just other things that come up. Doesn't mean I'm not using these products, but it's just so hard for me to film these updates, so I've been just so behind. And I didn't film the last update until 2 weeks ago maybe, and I was like, guys, I don't have time for this, so I only picked 3 fragrances, and I have met my goal on them. I finished them 2 days ago. I'm filming this on the morning of the 12th, so I finished. The last one lasted me just perfectly right up until I got back home from my trip, and I was stranded, so I'm glad they lasted me because I could not shower, so I needed some extra fragrance. But anyway, that's TMI. Basically what I'm trying to say is I have 3 fragrances, but we're almost 2 weeks into December, and I was gonna pick 3 more fragrances, and I still have done that. There was an ambulance, so I hope everyone's okay. But I'm just like, I can't be bothered to come back here in 2 weeks. No, that's a fire truck. That's not an ambulance, that's a fire truck. Also, now both of my cats have joined me in the background. I'm probably cutting Roxy out of the frame. She's at the very top, just staring at the wall. I kind of wish you could see her. Maybe I'll take a picture if she's still there. But yeah, I was like, I'm not just gonna come back here and like tell you in 2 minutes, oh yeah, I used these, they smelled good, or I got rid of one. And then I also kind of just did really not want to get a like super springy, out of season, like floral or fresh citrusy fragrance in December. I kind of just wanted to wear what I wanted to wear, so I've decided to hand select the 3 samples that I'll be wearing. I'll get to that at the end, but I also thought like that's just gonna be even less exciting if I come back and tell you these 3 things that I hand selected, I liked them. But so I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to end it here, but I will let you know what I picked. But as for the 3 that I had since last update, the first one that I finished was the Carolina Herrera Very Good Girl. To me, oh, it says like glam. It says glam on the bottle, or the, what is this, atomizer? I like this as like a typical women's perfume. Like it that's to me what it kind of smelled like, especially like maybe this is your favorite perfume or whatever and you're like, no, this is very nuanced. For me, because of the type of perfumes I like I like more like earthy, woodsy, slightly gourmand scents. To me, sorry, my eyelashes are sticking together, but to me this kind of smelled like more of a traditional, like not old person, but old school, like maybe early 2000s perfume. I don't know how long this has been around, but I mean, I kind of liked it. I did like it. It was kind of fun to like have one of those typical perfumes. It felt very office appropriate too, because sometimes I feel like my perfumes are like a little too much for the office or the lab. So it was nice having this. I would not buy this. It didn't become like an absolute favorite, but it was fun. Then I had Eilish by Billie Eilish. Sorry, my voice is already starting to go. I'm pretty sure this is like number 1. It's the yellow tinged one. This was fine. It was like probably, I would say, the strongest out of all 3 that I had. It was really nice. Again, it didn't become a favorite, but it was like a very different scent. And I felt like also the Carolina Herrera, they both kind of like smelled like different things at different points in the day. It was very interesting. And I want to say I like absolutely cannot get any more out of this, even though there's a tiny bit left. it just doesn't come out for some reason. A lot of these types of atomizers do that, which I mentioned in my last update, but yeah, I like don't even know. I feel like at some points it smelled like almost menthol-y, and then it would smell like very woodsy, and then it would smell very like vanilla-ish, vanilla-esque. It smelled very vanilla-esque at some point. Then finally I had milk. This is just the regular expressive milk from Commodity. I brought this is the one that I brought with me on my trip, so it lasted me exactly the amount of time that I was gone, which ended up being nearly 5 days. And this was the only fragrance I had with me. Yeah, I mean, it's no secret I like milk. I even bought the Milk Bold, I believe, or maybe I got it as like a free gift with purchase, but I think I bought the travel size of Milk Bold. I still like the Milk Expressive, like the original milk. It definitely smells slightly more marshmallowish. I'm really bad at this. It smells more like marshmallow than the Bold. So this was really nice to have, like, as, because it's not like it wasn't a holiday trip for me despite it being in December, but it was still like, it felt like the holidays because it was snowing. So it's nice to kind of have more like a sweet marshmallow kind of warm scent, and it was just really nice, and I really needed it again. So this was really good. And again, I mean, I feel like it's a very good chance that I do have this in a travel or like a deluxe trial size, because if they offer that I definitely would grab it. I wouldn't buy it, but I would take like a free one. But if I ever see this as a sample again, I will definitely choose this one because I do like it. And now on to the 3 that I hand selected. These are all like I was describing, a warm, earthy, deep, more gourmand scents. Not all of them are gourmand, but in that family. The first one is Velvet Expressive from Commodity. I wore this one yesterday because yesterday was the first day the entire year that I had no fragrances to pan. And that's when I ended up selecting these. I kind of just went through my perfume sample tiny bin, and it's actually getting small now, but I picked these 3 and I decided to wear this one yesterday. I don't know why I'm holding it up. You can't really see inside the bottle, but yeah, I did like this. The scent lasted. I like reapplied this in the middle of the day during my lunch break, but other than that, it lasted really well. It wasn't too overpowering. Yeah, I do tend to like the Velvet line from Commodity. The one that I sprayed on myself today is Gold, oh, I can't remember, Personal. That's what the like little minus one is, Gold Personal. This does smell nice. I feel like if I didn't already, because I'm pretty sure I have like a gold, I don't know if it's, I don't think it's the Personal, but if I didn't already have a gold in my collection, like a deluxe sample size, I might get this one. I just like the gold line again, just like Velvet and Milk. It's one of the scents that I like all 3 scent spaces of in that line. So yeah, I'm very excited to use this, and I'm wearing it today. Then finally, one that I've been waiting a few months to wear is the Kayali Vanilla. This is like Vanilla 28, but it's just their like plain vanilla one. I got this as a sample, I think like in some either Sephora or Ulta bag. I never thought I would like this. In my mind, and also like the previous Kayali scents I had smelled were just like super sweet, and even though I like a vanilla gourmand type of scent, it cannot be too sweet. In fact, most vanillas I mix with something else. But I got this in, I don't think I would have chosen this, so I must have gotten this in like a sample bag. But I smelled it and I actually loved it so much that I immediately added to my wish list, and I did eventually buy one of those mini bottles, like not the travel spray, but like the actual miniature bottle, which I think is so cute. I bought one of those in this scent, like probably just a few weeks later. So yeah, I'm very happy with this scent. Very surprised that I like it this much. This is the only Kayali scent that I have. I did recently smell the matcha, is it called like matcha latte? One of the ones that just came out. The matcha one also surprisingly is my favorite one of that, and I think I would sometime down the road, not now, I think I would buy another mini bottle of that. But for now, I'm happy with just using this vanilla from Kayali. I really love this and I'm very excited to use this. I think it'll be all three of these scents, but especially this one I think will be perfect for like the Christmas season, or if you don't celebrate Christmas, just like the holiday season. But for me, I like to wear vanillas, especially right now. So that will be my perfume sample project. If you've been following along this whole time, thank you so much. I know this was kind of like a weird one. I feel like most people in the world probably don't have the problem that I have, where every time they see a perfume sample, they just like immediately have to snatch it up. I'm doing better. Even though I still, like, I just, in the last order I made, that's not with me yet, but I did choose not a perfume sample, but that's literally my favorite fragrance in the world, so I'm giving myself a pass. So sometimes I do still choose sample perfumes, but not nearly as much as I used to, and I feel like, and I definitely will never ever buy another perfume sampler like set ever again. I've learned my lesson, especially after getting 2 duplicate orders. So yeah, I haven't counted. Maybe I'll like count and put on the screen how many, like, other than these 3 I have left. And in this project alone, including these 3, I've gone through, or I've like used or selected 46 fragrance samples, which, considering I'm not done with them yet, shows you how many I had. And I also panned a few in other projects, so I would say maybe like close to 50 perfume samples is what I'll be going through this year. And I'm very happy to be getting my like collection. I don't want a perfume sample collection, but my collection down in numbers, and maybe I'll just like be able to use them leisurely when I travel instead of having to create an entire project for them. But I think for now, there's the little bit of dust again. For now, I think I'm very comfortable with where I am with this like category of my beauty collection, and I no longer feel overwhelmed for that, again, just for that category specifically. But I have to get to work. We're doing a surprise party for my supervisor, and I'm the one bringing the stuff, so I need to leave a little bit early, or at least on time today. But I will just see you in my next video, and until then, I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.